Bayonne, New Jersey, law enforcement sources say there was a fatal shooting in Bayonne around 11:30 last night. The Hudson County Prosecutor's Office Homicide Unit and Bayonne Police Department are now investigating the death of a female victim on Avenue E between 25th and 26th Streets. We're going to bring you more information on this incident as it becomes available.
A woman was shot dead in a home on Avenue E in Bayonne overnight, a law enforcement source told the Jersey Journal. The Hudson County Prosecutor's Office said on social media Tuesday morning that its homicide unit and the Bayonne Police Department are investigating the death of a woman that occurred on Avenue E between 25th and 26th Streets. Officials with the prosecutor's office declined to comment on the death or confirm the gunfire, but said that more information will be released later today.
In Bayonne, Hudson County, a father is under arrest after the fatal shooting of his adult daughter. According to the Hudson County Prosecutor's Office, Bayonne Police got a 911 call around 11:30 last night about a shooting inside an apartment on Avenue E. Police say that they found a woman later identified as 27-year-old Keyanna Brown with an apparent gunshot wound to her upper body. She was pronounced dead at the scene. Her father, 52-year-old Errol Brown, was arrested and charged with murder.
Authorities in Hudson County announced that the Hudson County Prosecutor's Office, Homicide Unit, and the Bayonne Police Department are investigating the fatal shooting of a female that occurred on Monday, June 12th. According to Bayonne Police, at approximately 11:35 p.m., officers received a 911 call reporting a shooting inside an apartment at 331 Avenue E. Police said upon arrival, responding officers located a female victim, later identified as Keyanna Brown, 27, of Bayonne, with an apparent gunshot wound to the upper body. She was pronounced dead at the scene at 12 a.m. on Tuesday, June 13th. According to authorities, the cause and manner of death are pending the finding of the Regional Medical Examiner's Office. The victim's father, Errol Brown, 52, of Bayonne, was arrested and charged with murder and possession of a weapon for an unlawful purpose. He is being detained at the Hudson County Correctional Facility pending his first court appearance.
The numbers are disturbing. Since March before yesterday, there were 17 codes, inmate on inmate assaults or inmate on officer assaults. Ironically, yesterday's violence came on the same day that a jury found 3 inmates guilty of the 2021 jail beating of Jayshawn Boyd. 2 were convicted of attempted murder. Boyd suffered permanent brain damage. His family has filed a civil lawsuit against the county.
Are you surprised that there's still cases of violence after this happened to your son?
Yes, I am. They're doing nothing about it. Something needs to be done.
3 men have been convicted in the brutal attack of another inmate at Essex County Jail that caused him to suffer a traumatic brain injury. Acting Essex County Prosecutor Theodore N. Stevens II said, after a 2-week trial, the jury returned a guilty verdict for Bayard Lockett and Darrell Watson on charges of attempted murder, aggravated assault, and possession of a weapon with an unlawful purpose, prosecutors said. A 3rd inmate, Assad Jackson, was convicted of weapons offenses in an attack, officials said. Authorities say Lockett and Watson beat a 22-year-old inmate with a microwave and other objects, including a large beverage dispenser and broom. Jackson used a mop bucket and beverage dispenser in the assault, officials said. He was also charged with attempted murder and aggravated assault, but was not convicted due to a hung jury, prosecutors said. The beating occurred on September 23, 2021, in Building 3 of Essex County Jail. 7 inmates attacked the man in a common area, punching him in the face and stomping him on his head, officials said. The 3 defendants then began assaulting him after he was unconscious, authorities said. The assault lasted about 2 minutes and was captured on surveillance footage. Authorities did not comment on the motive for the attack. Sentencing is scheduled for September 6th. Watson is also scheduled to be sentenced for a murder conviction on June 27th. Lockett is currently serving a 12-year prison term for conspiracy to commit murder, and Jackson has a pending homicide charge, the prosecutor's office said. Now they say that sons are usually closer with their moms, and daughters are usually closer with their dads. That's where you get the terms mama's boys and daddy's girls from. But in this nice little island city of Bayonne, New Jersey, we just seen the opposite of just that. Now, Bayonne is a nice little city. You feel me? Nice little island city. I call it an island city. You feel me? It's not an island, but I call it an island city because it's like, you feel me? You got to take the bridge to get there. It's like right next to Jersey City. It's like its own little world. I always wanted a little crib in Bayonne. You feel me? But like when I see things like this happen, it just causes me to think. Like, I just can't imagine what a daughter could have done to make a father do that. And it makes me think. It really just makes me think, like, it could only have been maybe one of three things. It's either A, it was an accident, which I don't know, I kind of doubt, but I guess we'll have to see. Because we don't know what exactly was the verdict yet, what caused this to happen yet. They don't know the details of it yet. But you already know on Jet City Drive, on the Jet Street Journal, we're going to follow it. You feel me? We're going to follow up with the story. But B, maybe she could have been getting disrespectful, or maybe he could have felt like she was being disrespectful, and he could have lost his cool. Or three, you feel me? Maybe she was going to unravel a secret. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he caught a body back in the day, something that she know about, or maybe, I know people will go through great lengths to keep certain secrets. Like Aaron Hernandez, allegedly murked someone because he was going to tell everyone that he was a homo. You feel me? But you feel me? Maybe his daughter was going to unravel a secret that he didn't want her to, and he felt like he had to, close the casket. But regardless of what happened, he seems to be a psychopath, and maybe it was all three put together, you feel me? But regardless, it was sad to see, and y'all already know we're going to follow this story, you feel me? Now, you feel me? On to the Green MONSTA, on to the Essex County, you feel me? Now, if y'all don't know, if y'all not from Jersey, y'all not from Jet City around, you feel me, Essex County, Union County, or not from Jersey, period. Now, the Essex County Jail, we call that the Green MONSTA, you feel me? It's called the Green MONSTA, and it's called that for reasons like the situation that we're about to dive into right now. Now, I remember my best friend sending me this video when it first came out. You feel me? He sent it to the group chat. And I sent it to a new group chat of, like, you feel me? Because my best friend and them, they in another group chat. I sent it to a group chat of hoopers. You feel me? I sent it to my hoop group chat. And they was bugging out. You feel me? Because they was just like, they was just in shock when they first seen the video. I just recently watched it again to do the voiceovers for this video I'm making now, and it's like, yo, even now it's like, yo, it's hella gruesome, and it's like, it's crazy, and it's hard to watch, especially towards the end when when he's just going out of it, and they still just pummeling him with items. It's like, it's crazy. You feel me? Now, if y'all don't know, the Union County Jail shut down. You feel me? The Union County Jail shut down. I believe was it flooding? I think it was the flooding from Hurricane Ida. It might have been flooding, or just, like, I think it was already, like, deteriorating, but the flooding just made it even worse, or something like that. You feel me? But the Union County Jail shut down, so now all the Union County inmates, they go to Essex County Jail. They go to the Green MONSTA now. So the Green MONSTA is filled with Union County and Essex County inmates. You dig? So it's really overpopulated. Essex County is already a heavily populated county. It's probably the most populated county in New Jersey. You feel me? You got Newark and all that good shit in it. So, you feel me? The fact now is like, you feel me? Like, now is, as you can see, is super overpopulated, and things like, and it was already, you feel me? It was already wicked, but now things like this get out of hand. You feel me? Because the fact that they was able to do that for that long and no security ever came says a lot in itself. Now, They literally beat this man unconscious and then back to conscious and then back out of it. You feel me? I thought he was dead for sure. But, you know, he has permanent brain damage. And I say all this to say, because this brings me right back to my first initial question of what could he have done to make these niggas that mad, like, to make them want to do that to him. I just don't understand, like, what, like, you feel me, what these people could have done. Because even with this, we don't have a reason. We still don't know the exact reason behind it. And I guess, bro, brain damage, and the defendants maybe not saying much, so I guess maybe we'll never know, or maybe we'll have to find out word of mouth. You feel me? I mean, they really went above and out their way to bring harm to him. You feel me? And I can't show the vid on here, but if you just Google it, you feel me? The NY Post has the full video on their website. You dig? So y'all go there, check that out. Come back in the comment section. Matter of fact, I'll leave the link to it. I'll leave a link to it in the description. Just the neighborhood hero, your local peso. And I'm about to get back on Facebook, so y'all can start DM me on there and see what's good, man. All right, until next time with another Jet Chronicle, man. I'm out of here.
I should get paid for the work I put in. I'm so Brooklyn.
Former Brooklyn rapper Casanova, whose real name is Coswell Sr., isn't going back to his hometown streets anytime soon. The self-proclaimed Blood Gang member who pleaded guilty to federal drug conspiracy charges last year was involved in a vicious fight yesterday at the Essex County Correctional Facility in Newark. These internal reports from correction officers say Sr. was slashed with a weapon by another inmate, Ulysses Lugo, and then chased him down with the help of others. We spoke with one officer who responded to the scene.
Inmate Lugo, you couldn't see his face because he was saturated in blood. You couldn't see it at the time because his whole face was saturated in blood and his whole uniform was saturated in blood. Inmate Senior was sitting there and blood was just coming out of his face.
A spokesman for the county told us this minor incident and whether weapons were employed is under investigation. Insiders tell us the unit was not searched last night or this morning, but in a recent interview with me, the director insisted they have implemented enhanced searches.
We're doing the searches 2 shifts a day. I'm doing everything that you can from a correctional administrative handbook done.
And then there's the issue of officer training. Retired Correction Lieutenant Jim Teresi reiterated what we've highlighted in recent stories.
Took a 4-month officer with no academy training and we put her alone with 64 federal prisoners who she has no idea who they are or what they're there for.
In January, state law will require correction officers to go through the police academy before they oversee inmates. But in the meantime, the numbers are disturbing. Since March, before yesterday, there were 17 codes, inmate on inmate assaults or inmate on officer assaults. Ironically, yesterday's violence came on the same day that a jury found 3 inmates guilty of the 2021 jail beating of Jayshawn Boyd. 2 were convicted of attempted murder. Boyd suffered permanent brain damage. His family has filed a civil lawsuit against the county.